So I come back 10th grade, and when I lay out my schedule, for some reason, I have a spot in my schedule where I just need to fill it with an elective. I have all the classes that I need for credit, and then you have,
Elective,
electives.
yeah.
So I had a space. So they were like, well, what do you want to put there? So what I decided was I was going to actually take chorus again. Now, most people don't think about it this way because usually when you graduate a class, then you go on to something else or you might try something different. But of course, not with music classes. But what I was thinking was I'm going to take chorus again. And what I'm going to do is ask Mr. Allen, Mr. Fernando Allen, if he will allow me to come into class, and instead of being in the main part of the class where you had the seats for the choir, you had two rooms, one for the choir, and then you had the back room, which was the keyboard lab, and it had
Yes.
about 10, 15, 20 keyboards in there. So I said what I was going to do was take this class again, and then I was just going to ask Mr. Allen if I could come into class and instead of doing chorus, just go in the keyboard lab, close the door, bring my headphones, bring my tape recorder, and if I could practice being a producer, if I could start like trying to produce, trying to put things together. And man, it's bringing me to tears thinking about it because man. And so I asked Fernando, and I never forget what you said. You said, okay, look, you said, if as long as you don't disturb my class, I'll let you come in, you can do that, and I'll let you take this class and I'll pass you as long as you don't disturb, as long as you don't do it. And I was like, you have no idea, you have no problem, because this was just the opportunity that I needed to pour into something that started becoming meaningful to me and would later just changed my whole life. It was my passion. It was the thing I was into. It was the thing where sometimes kids don't get the opportunity to because they're told by a system that they should focus on this or that, or their parents who mean well but just don't know what the hell they're talking about at the time because they're still trying to figure out their life too, and all of them in between. But I got the opportunity to do that. So I came into that room, and every day I would go in there, I would practice production, and that's how I learned how to be a producer. I was able to hone my craft in Mr. Allen's class.
Okay. You're welcome. You're very welcome.